Hey kids, Pez Through the Ages here. We got a Facebook channel, or whatever that's called, a page, and a YouTube channel. Go ahead and check us out. Subscribe to whatever you want to subscribe to. Some people often ask as part of these videos, what shoes do you use and why? And the answer is, I use shoes from the Pez Collectors store, or pezcollectors.com. And the reason for that is I've got all these shelves from them as well. And the beauty of it is that they fit in my cases just fine. Now, the reason I like these, and I'm going to show you other ones that are available, is because they're versatile. They come in clear or black, and I like the clear ones to show off the whole stem. And they've got these two little tabs that can accommodate different size stems, with and without spine, sideways and not. So you all have probably the typical no foot in your collection, and that's going to fit right in here, like so. You may have the footed, even going back to a 2.6 footed. Weird. You don't need shoes for that. That's crazy. And then you might have the kind of the Valentine's heart or the truck version of no foot, which has this spine, and so it's bigger on the bottom. It doesn't fit in your normal no foot shoes, so you have to get special shoes for it. This one can accommodate that. And here it is in the sideways facing. So depending on how you want to display your Pez, and if they've got a rack that holds onto the front, or J channel, whatever it is that you're using, it has to slip, the shoes have to slip under it. You can decide how you want to display things based on which of the two versions of shoes you buy. You might have thick foot, you don't need that. You might have these crazy disposables that fit in there. There are lots of different ways. So mine allow you to have clear, see what's going on, and face them any way you want depending on your rack. Now there are other things I mentioned. So way back in the day when we were displaying in a variety of other shelves made by some wonderful professionals, a lot of us use these shoes with the rounded toe. This mold switched around from person to person. You'll find these with, well, rather than naming the individuals, because I don't know where it lives now, I haven't seen these recently. But these are neat, but do not fit in these racks. They're too big. And so I was looking for something that would be something I wouldn't need to replace no matter what rack I got in the future. There are also, wonderful. In these, you see on the bottom, there's medium and there's small. So M and S. And you'll find in some of the older non-foot Pez, there are differences in how thick it is. So those would accommodate whatever you got. But they do not cover things like this with the spine. Then there are the make-a-face ones, which are very similar, but you see they have a toe, like a little camel toe thing going on in the front. You can see that right there. And you'll find those typically in black. I'm not sure, I've seen them in other colors. But you can still find those on the cheaper side. Not as cheap as the other ones, but those look pretty good. But they're very similar in functionality to what you've got here. You've got the stands. There are not a lot of these out there. In fact, they came with certain Pez, and like the Star Wars or the Sesame Street or the crystal balls. So you're not going to find enough of those for your collection. What else do I want to show? You could find home plates. Those are exciting. Again, not many of those, although you can find some reproduction ones, still pretty expensive. For your newer trucks or the Walmart tower Pez or other things with a strange bottom to it, you're going to want to, or like the guns, the pistols, the shooters, whatever you want to call it, the full body Santas and stormtroopers, space troopers, you're going to want to go with a 3D printing version. And there are lots of folks out there, some in particular, who are doing those. So to answer the question of what shoes I use exclusively these days. This is the body parts come with that. This little blue thing is inside to hold them together. And this is yet another version of shoe, which is kind of neat. and I forget who made these, but there's a video by Josh Bales in the Pez book that talks about that. And these are, I believe, still made by the Glihas. There are a couple of different sizes and lots of different colors of these that fit into many racks. And these, some of those sizes will hold the spine ones. Again, I use the clear ones by Pez Collectors Store, pezcollectors.com.